What is happening, people of the content cast? Today we are on Shields Road in BYKER. Now this has been known as the worst street in the UK, but I've been here before and I didn't think that. But let's see if it is or it isn't. And I'm going to show you exactly what I can see. We're going to have a mooch around Shields Road. The High Main pub. I believe that used to have a load of kind of like mad stuff in the windows back in the day. Like get big displays and stuff. But it looks like a Wetherspoons, that type of thing now. Oh, it is a Wetherspoons. Dalton Street. Whether that was a shop or a boozer, it looks more like a shop than out else, to be fair. Boarded up. What have we got here? We've got a European English mini mart, a restaurant, Eastern Health Spa, Totally Wicked, and a jeweller's. Bet there's some gold getting cashed in there, lads. And then over the road, you've got a Wilkinson's, which is shut down. Butcher's Arms. I can actually say I've never been in any of these pubs up here, but I've got a little interesting fact about the one at the top. But if you read the comments comment what video it was that I did round the Newcastle area, it might have been Westgate Road actually. Someone said you need to go into Shields Road because there's loads of litter and stuff in the back lane, so I am going to definitely check them out. Sorry mate. What I will say is, and again, this is no reflection on anyone, but on this street I've already been approached for money 5 or 6 times now, and I've only been on the street 5 minutes. In any other area I've been to, that hasn't happened yet, so I don't know if that's a reflection on the street or definitely feels run down though. Fruit and veg, get your gums around me plums. Dixon's, you know, that's one of my favourite butchers. A bakery. To be fair, there's a few people kicking about here, like, and there's a lot of stuff for the locals, like bakeries and pubs and all that type of stuff. Fruit and veg. And instantly, like, when you think of a high street which has been known as the UK's worst street, you'd think it was run down, there was now here, but there's already obviously a load of shops open. It's ideal if you're from the area, like you want a bakery, you want a florist, you want a pub, you want this, do you know what I mean? You've got all them different types of stuff. So to be fair, like, to the people of the BYKER area or around Shields Road, there's plenty for people to shop at, if you know what I mean, so that can't be a bad sign. As much as I've just said that, I suppose in the same vein, there is a lot of things kind of shut down here. So you got a load of shops boarded up and places shut down. I think these are just like charities and foundations and that. But nevertheless, they're not open. It's a cold one today, lads. Having a look at why this might have been known as the UK's worst street, or the UK's worst high street. Out of 10, this is rated as an 8 out of 10 for crime. And what I do know is, I think this pub here is supposed to be really dodgy, the Raby. And them flats and that over there, I've heard some unsavoury things gone on. So might have a little look over there. But let us know if you're from this area as well, if you're from in and around the area. And again, I'm going to speak to some people, but let us know what it's like to actually live around here and if it's what they say. I mean, again, if you just Google Shields Road, BYKER, the first article that comes up is UK's worst high street. Now, because I'm a northeast lad myself, I'm not going to like that. I'm going to want to get myself here myself and actually have a look, just to see what's true. But I've been here before, I can't lie. It's not a place I come to regularly, of course, but it is somewhere I've been before, especially when I was back in my younger day. I knew a few people around these areas. They're all sound people, so hi. But I can say I've never drank in the pubs and I've never been here on a night. So I don't know if that's another thing that I'd have to do to get a better feel for it, but we'll try and speak to some people anyhow. and see what it's like from those who have the boots on the ground here on a daily basis. Are you from the area, lads?
Hmm?
Are you from this area?
No.
No? All right, mate. Fantasia Florist, I believe, if my memory serves correctly, I heard this years ago. That was one of the first florists around here. What you got out of the road? Barbershop, Compton's Barbershop, a Stop and Shop, looks like a world food place. You've got a Presto Pizza. Out of the road you've got a photo shop, BYKER Express, the Alfarden Kitchen, and then over here it looks like you've got a swimming bath next to the Jackson's pub. Hee hee. And to be fair, this street looks like I said earlier, it looks like there's a few people kicking around, so it's nice to see that there is people. I've been to some absolute dead arse high streets where nout's gone on and it looks like a ghost town, but this looks like there's people kicking around. There's another Greg's there, and there's a Greg's at the bottom of the street and all. 2 in 1 street. Clearly demand for sausage sarnies run there. Fries and Bergs. I've never been to that one, but I do know they do banging food. Let us know if you're from the area, you've been to Fries and Bergs, or even if you're not from the area, but you've been to that Fries and Bergs, because that's my type of scran. I'm assuming it is Bergs and Fries. I think it's a chain, isn't it? Because I've been to one in London. What was that called? Bergs and Fries? Here's a little interesting fact for you. So this Key Club, I was actually an extra in a film there when I was, fucking hell, 19-year-old. And I had to pretend I was drinking a pint. I think it was food colouring in water. And I had to just crack on in the background to some random bloke who I've never met. And I think I got paid about 80 quid. And that's when I thought I was going to be an actor. And now I'm outside the pub, vlogging like a numpty. Looks like a majestic building, doesn't it? Nice bit of architecture, that. Rington's Tea. Ah, Getaway. Auctioneers. So over that way, I think you've got some of the BYKER estates, but I'm not going to gan into them ones, because what I'm going to do is there's like a well-known estate over the road. I'm going to have a little mooch over there, and I think I'll keep them estates for a different video. This is more about the Shields Road area. And then right at the top of Shields Road, I know I'm probably going to get people saying, you're not at the top, the gun's further. But right at the top, where I am now basically, is you've got Cameron's Barbers, you've got Cantila Tequila, and you've got over there O'Toole's, which is a beast of a gym. Definitely recommend going there if you're from the area and you want a proper session. But I'm gonna make my way over to this estate. You've probably seen it before, even if you're not from the area. It's well known, and I've heard a few things about it, so let's go and have a look. The Performing Arts Centre. Full-time and part-time courses. So if you can only partly be asked, it's also a place that'll suit your needs. Just so you can kind of get your bearings here, lads. Over there, Shields Road, and then that's called the Grace Inn. Obviously a pub, which is off the side street, but where I'm trying to get to is them in the distance. So let's make our way over to there. So that's BYKER metro station. Again, I've came from that area, our Shields Road, but the place I came to look for was this place here, gone down Raby Way. But I don't know what this actual estate's called. But I know that I've drove past them absolutely loads over the years, and I've never ventured into this estate. Shipley Rise. Shipley Rise it's called. Well, this one is. Are you from Rundy, mate?
Aye.
I'm just basically, mate, just doing a bit walking around, just filming different bits and bobs, run Shields Road and that, run Newcastle, like I'm all over the place. What's it like living Rundy?
Well, I've had no trouble.
Have you? Been all right? Because, like I say, you hear different things about different areas and all that. And
I've had no trouble.
have you not? Not at all. I've been Rundy and I think it's spot on, like, to be fair. So, is it massive? Can you walk right round it, or is it like a one-way?
No, you can walk all the way.
All the way round it. Oh, why?
Aye.
Right. No trouble though. No, perfect, mate. Thanks for your time, mate. Look after yourself, try, mate. Shout out to that gentleman. He's lived there for years and he's had no trouble. That's what I like to hear. I suppose if you're from the area though, and you still live here, you probably wouldn't get any trouble. But let's have a bit mooch. I mean, these didn't look too pleasant to me, but that's just my opinion. So all these houses to me left and right, I've just had a little look, and they're all like primary colours, so yellows, blues, reds, etc. And they're all designed in like them colours. And the reason for that, I think there was a famous designer, according to Google, Ralph Erskine, and he did a lot of his work with primary colours, and he designed these places in those colours. So it's quite nice to know that, if that is true. And if you can or can't confirm that, do let us know. Didn't know. Now you know Tommy is active. No matter what estate you go into, there's always one absolute legend who looks after the garden, isn't there? Always nice to see. Aye, but not a lot to report around here. People have told us to come here, and seems absolutely fine to me. I mean, what I can say is though, they do look a bit unsavoury, if you want me honest opinion. Not a reflection of the people who live there, because I know for a fact they'll be absolutely salt of the earth. But, they just look a bit sus, if you ask me. There's not really a lot to see around here, to be fair. Raby Crescent and Shipley Street, or whatever it was called, Shipley Avenue, Shipley Crescent, Shipley Court. I want to go back over to Shields Road. Shipley Rise, that's what it's called. I want to go back over to Shields Road, because people have said, when you go to Shields Road, ads, look at the back lanes, because it's absolutely full of garbage. So, what I'm going to say to you people who've told us that, so far, I haven't seen it. So is it me, or am I just keep catching these places which is supposed to be bad on good days? But again, they just didn't seem bad to me. And everyone I speak to is mint, so what can I say? Sorry to let you down if you wanted to see a load of bad shit going on, but can't really see how it's happened as of such. But you never know what's going to happen in the rest of the video, I suppose. So let's go and check out these little back lanes and that, just off Shields Road, where I've heard it's supposed to be bad. Clearly that was an old quick save. Who knows about quick save? I remember my mum used to go in there back in the day. Well, not that one, the one in Sunderland, but quick save was class. But now it's all graffitied up, innit? I want to go and check the back lane out though, so let's go down and round. Check this graffiti out first. People of the channel know exactly how much I love graffiti though. I think it makes the place look better. That looks like a good spot. In fact, I'm getting a coffee. I'm just filming a bit of a video where I'm walking about different areas and stuff. And anyone who lives in the area, just I want to know what it's like to live here.
Very nice.
Is it very nice?
Yes, very nice. Very quiet.
I've heard mixed reviews, and some people say you've got to go down there because it's rough. And as I've walked about, it's been absolutely sound.
Yes,
so
it's not a problem at all.
No, not a problem at all.
Not a problem at all.
Is there any problems about with the area, would you say? Because people were saying like litter and that was bad in the back lanes and that, but I've looked around everywhere and it looks fine.
It's a lot better than here than it is in Benwell. Benwell's quite bad for littering.
Benwell's bad, is it?
Bad, yeah. For the
right, I see.
Benwell in that area, the West Road.
Aye.
Down this end, it's not too bad. It's the council's pretty good at cleaning up if there is a bit of rubbish.
That's mint to hear. Like. Would you say if there was a place that you'd say was like the rougher area, where would it be?
I don't really want to say that, but further up the road, maybe it's the other side of the BYKER wall.
Is that like that estate over the road?
Estate over the road from...
Like Shipley Rise and that?
Yes,
aye. I've just been out there. It seems sound, mate, to me.
Yeah,
it's mad though, because that's what people said, like, going over that way, but...
That way I would have said so, but I haven't been over that way for 4 years. So
right.
I wouldn't know now, but I know it used to be quite bad.
Right. All right, mate.
Quite bad. But,
oh, way. Right, anyway, cheers for your time, lads.
No
Look after yourselves. See you later.
Take care.
Ta-ra. two lovely gentlemen, and they said pretty much what a lot of the comments had said. Shipley Rise and all them places, like, go and check that out. I mean, them two lads said they live here, but they said that side where I've just been is the worst. Same fine to me though. You know, if I ever grab a coffee, got to do a little bit of a taste test, Anna. So hang on, let us get this sorted. I'm gonna pickle here, lads. What you doing? Oh, eh? Right. So from BYKER, which is just off Shields Road, the UK's worst street. It's not like. Oh, mate. Oat milk cap. Get in, you lad. And we go back down the Shields Road to have a little squire in the cash converter's window. And what we're saying. Get your Jimi Hendrix on, lads. I always think this. Look at all the drills, right? They've definitely been hoisted off someone's van, haven't they? Like, which builder is gone? Let us just go and sell me a drill that's working perfectly fine. Reference, because everyone likes to know what time I'm walking around. 12 o'clock. Do you reckon they get much business here? And again, this is just off Shields Road. This estate here. But I'm not gonna do this estate now. I was just more trying to have a look at the little back lanes and that. But I am gonna keep this for another time, because it's quite massive round here. So I think that deserves its own video. But let us know if you want to see it. So there's the metro station there. And this little area is definitely, there's a vibe about it. And that's the Raby pub. You've got some kind of shite there. But it's like a weird feel of this place. People hanging around the street corners and that. I've saw a couple of unsavoury characters and all, like proper dodge pots. In fact, this person coming towards us looks a bit sketch. I suppose you're going to get these type of characters anywhere though. Again, I don't think that's something that's exclusive to Shields Road, Newcastle, Sunderland, Middlesbrough. It doesn't matter, you're always going to get people like that. So you can't take that away from the area, like, and there could be nothing bad about people like that. Do you know what I mean? That's not to say just because of the way someone is, looks, or whether they look like they're on drugs or off the heads, it doesn't mean they're bad people, does it? And also, while I got you, I'll take the time to say thank you to everybody who tuned into the Sunderland video that I did when I went around Sunderland Town Centre, because that shot to bits now, considering this channel's got about 16,000 subscribers. Over 11,000 people watched it in a day, which was just mint to see, and load of lovely people saying they're subscribing and watching the content, like this type of videos and liking these type of videos and all that type of shit. So if you're one of them people who watch the last one, or you watch any of these, I would like to see it thanking you. Here comes the rain. Disastrous. Busy's at the bingo. Back lane. Let's have a little look up here. You've got a couch and a bit of a shithole bin. Other than that, not really worth it. Just a standard back lane. Well, I think I'm going to end the video here, because really, other than going to the estates, I just want to make a video on Shields Road. And like I say, it's in the papers and everything for the UK's worst high street. My thoughts, it's definitely not. Definitely not the UK's worst high street at all. I mean, I've been to worse high streets than that anyway. People were sound, area was alright, knee back lanes. That estate I went to, that Shipley Rise and that was a bit sus. But again, probably just a bunch of salty earth people who live there, do you know what I mean? But again, let me know if you've been around here, or you live in the area, or even if you're from BYKER in general, or you frequently visit Shields Road. And also, if you, I don't know what he was doing, numpty, but if you're from the surrounding areas like Heaton and all them places. Let us know if you want us to come there and make a video. Let us know if you're enjoying this type of content. If you are, mint. If you're not, didn't like it, as I always say. Other than that, sound.